kind of set up, but you don't have this put away yet?
No, it's taking the lines off.
Just see, there's no working with these YouTube stars. All right, guys, welcome back to Our World Outdoors. Today we're going to be doing the first look and basic review of the 3F UL Gear 210T Poncho tarp. Alright, so this is the heavier of the two. For some of those that haven't seen, we did a review on the other one. It is the lighter version. They post their website and the seller. This was bought off AliExpress. And for those of you who want to know, the cheaper, which is what this is, I paid $14.90. Now, that's the 210T with no belt. The reason this is cheaper than the other one is because A, it doesn't have a belt, but B, because it's heavier. Now, here's the scale. And then this one is rated at 347 grams, it says. And the 15D, the other one we reviewed, is supposed to be 223. And this one ended up coming in low at 208. This one is supposed to be 347. And let's get the little tag marker thing off of it. Get rid of that. And it is actually 307. So that's 40 grams, 308. That's 40 grams basically less than what it's supposed to weigh. So that's nice right off the bat. Now this thing is supposed to be the exact same size as the other one we showed you. So what we're going to do here is just take and open it up and make sure we're still dealing with the same quality that the other one had. Stuff sack looks slightly bigger. I can't tell. We'll have to compare the two sometime. Ooh, that's different. So this is almost like reflectic, because on the other one the corners were black. On this one they're silver. So that's different. I can already tell you this is probably not going to go back in that very well. But that's a really nice stuff sack. It really is. It's got a hard bottom on it. Anyways. Wow. This is a lot heavier duty. So as you can see, the corners are reinforced. A couple of them, actually this one has multiple hooks on it. The other one didn't have multiple hooks. It only had two, I think, in the whole thing. This one looks like it's got loops and hooks in all of them. Huh. So, just like the other one, see the stitching just slightly off? They're all like that. I don't know why. But look at that line stitching. That's where they came back to end it right there. So they sewed it all the way this way and then reversed back to here and tied it. That's normal. On all tents and stuff they do that. But look at that. I mean, that's straight. I don't see any fraying. It's clean. It definitely feels a little more water resistant and a little more tangible, I'll be honest. The other one felt pretty thin. This one, I can tell you this would make an absolute excellent floor, like a ground sheet for a tent. So, let's turn it around here. There you can see wow, That's reflective. You ain't gonna miss me going down a trail in this, because this one's mine. Actually, there was a reasoning behind buying this heavier one. We're going to be doing a trip in Colorado next year. And it's been known to do little bouts of hail, so I'm going to stretch this over our tent at night, just in case, so our tent doesn't have to take a beating. But I'm really impressed. We need to get this bad boy outside and do some setups. Now, my other one, I used a ridge line and did a bunch of setups. This time we're going to do freestanding, so it's got its work cut out for it because I'm going to pull it tight. So a couple trekking poles, a little bit of cordage, and we'll yank this thing tight and do some setups just on the open ground by itself. So give us some time to get set up and we'll get back with you. Wasn't doing nothing. Alright, so she's good enough to model it in like 90-degree weather. So
I was not supposed to have to do this one.
But here's the deal, this one's too long for her. But this has a really nice feature, which is, if you look here, it's actually folded up on itself and has a hook built into the corner there. So you can actually roll it up. Now, if she had a pack on, it would probably fit. But like the other one we showed you, to make the sleeves, it has a plastic coated button, and then it has Velcro. And then at the neck, we got Velcro and a drawstring. Okay, tighten it down. And then, just like before, you got insignia. Granted, this one's a little shinier, saying 3FUL. And like I said, the bottom of it is pulled up, but when she has a pack on, it'd be up here, so it wouldn't matter as bad. But I'm gonna be nice to my wife and try and get her out of this quickly, because she's probably getting sick of it. Put your arms up so you can look like you can fly. All right, so let's get this thing set up. Let's see what kind of things we can set it up with using just hiking poles and some paracord. Okay guys, so what we got here is we got a single trekking pole in the middle, two sides outrigged and backs just pegged to the ground. Something just quick and comfy. Late fall, early spring before the bugs come, this could be a quick, easy, dirty shelter. You see how she's laying. The head hole there is closed, and it should ramp the water off, and even if not, she could actually move towards the front more if she needed to. But this is going to throw any condensation or whatever off. Just a quick and dirty tie out, but it serves the purpose. And obviously she can bring it down or wrap them in to enclose herself, almost like teepee style if she wanted to. So let's step to the next one, try it again. Okay, now we got it completely off the ground, suspended. It's got a lot of bounce in it this way. She's got headroom. This is the thinking for our Colorado trip, because it's been known to have hailstorms. So whether we pull this over the land shan, or whether we set it up like this and maybe throw our pads over the top just to protect us, because there has been known times to have some hail. But as you can see, it's just the two trekking poles drawn down, the corners drawn out. By it not being connected to the ground, it gives it way more room to shake and flap, which can be good and bad depending upon your situation. If you're trying to stop with bounce, to stop things like hail, you want some bounce. But the 210 version, which is what this is much heavier duty material. Much heavier material. So let's try another configuration. Okay, we're in full lean-to mode. We are not attached to the ground to give it some bounce in case it rains or something, or hails. Very open and exposed versioning. Man, you're always lounging every time I see you.
This is my part.
Yeah, that's your job, to lounge. But see, she's protected. Nice sun shelter. It still allows the wind to blow through, even though it's 1,000,000 degrees out here today with no wind. But yeah, a pretty nice option here just to kind of roll the water off. Or if we had to sit under this in a rainstorm, it throws the water way back behind you, hopefully downhill. Let's try again. Okay, in this version, you have two-side protection. So you would face the two enclosed sides towards the wind and rain, but leave the other sides open for ventilation. As you see, she's got plenty of room and the water is pushed away on two sides. So if you're getting rain and it's kind of blowing in from two directions or cross direction, it's set it up. It also allows for water to run off if you're uphill in an odd direction or on uneven ground. All right, I think it's about time we do some measurements on this thing. So we'll be right back. All right, so we're measuring width 58 inches. Okay, we're gonna go with 89 inches. So the overall length is 89 inches. So as you've seen, for 15 bucks essentially with free shipping, we have a full-size poncho tarp here. We can use it as a tarped up for many different things. Poncho is great. The new neck cut makes it harder to seal for water, but easier to get over the head. It's a trade-off. So generally speaking, I don't think you can go wrong with this. I understand the other one is lighter. I understand that. But the heavier material, depending upon where you're going, is going to be helpful. For us especially. We were looking at these especially for next year's Colorado trip as a secondary shelter to put over our tent, as we are going to be up high and there's a good chance of hail and other stuff, but also because it makes a nice sun shelter. You know, you're going to sit down and take a long lunch, you're stuck in an open area where you're exposed, be it wind, be it rain, be it whatever. It's a fast, easy shelter. I'll leave my lines tied on mine so that we can just stake it out real quick with some trekking poles and just climb up under it. I think we're going to use Missy's more for the actual poncho or covering gear real quick kind of setup, but you don't have this put away yet?
No, it's taking the lines off.
Just see, there's no working with these YouTube stars. You just can't explain nothing to them. Even when you're sitting there on film telling people you're going to leave them on, and she starts taking them off.
I'd already started taking them off.
So I better go help her, because she's obviously having issues. Because, you know, you just can't get good help these days. So until next time, I'm Tony.
I'm Missy.
And we'll see you in the next one.